What is going on, guys? Today was kind of awesome. I haven't talked a while to you since I went to the shooting range, but there was two things that I've done recently that I felt like I wanted to talk about because once again, this channel is all about capturing the moment. So, my first story is that I met my neighbor's dog, which you're like, okay, well, the dog didn't know I was there when I come up the steps. So I live on the third floor. So I come up the steps, and my neighbor was coming out of their apartment over here to the left. But the dog ran out. He was on a leash, but the dog ran out. It was a poodle. It was a big poodle. And yeah, I want to make it like the biggest dog ever. No, it was a big poodle. And it jumped up on me, but when it jumped up on me, I was like, "Hi!" And I stuck my hand down. When I stuck my hand down, he bit me, but it wasn't like a forceful bite. It was kind of like a play nibble. Like if you've ever played with a dog, he kind of like bites you. He's like, ah, and then he'll like lick you or whatever. Well, that's what this was, but he like drew blood. Is it gonna focus? No. Anyway, so that looked better today, but when I was the second half of the story is why I had to change clothes at work before I went to what I went to this evening. And when I was changing clothes, I ripped whatever was there off, and so now it's just like there, and it kind of hurts. Because I didn't like when he first bit me, it bled quite a bit, and it's on Facebook and Instagram. If you guys can go find it and see a picture of it if you haven't already. Um, but yeah, so I met my neighbor's dog, and she like jerked him back in the apartment, and she was just like a little while, like a minute later, I get a knock on my door or whatever. She's like, "Are you okay? Are you good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was like, I've grown up with dogs all my life. I said, just I've had tons of dogs bite my hand, and it's just like, oh, whatever. I'm probably sure she was just like, "Oh, you're gonna sue me or whatever," and all this other stuff. I was just like, "It's fine, it's fine." I said, "Don't worry about it," and it probably didn't help that I had grabbed like a tissue, and it was bleeding. It was bleeding quite a bit, and the tissue was like covered in blood, and I was like, "Oh no, it's fine, or whatever." And I did like that. When I did like that, I had the tissue in my hand, and it was like all red and stuff, and I was like, it looked like a murder case sort of. But I was like, no, no, it's fine, whatever. I want to see her again and be like, so how's, I can't remember what the name was. Was it Angie? I think was the dog's name or whatever. But I'll be like, how's Angie? Is he okay? Does he have a taste for blood? But so that was the first story that I want to tell you. The second story was we went to go play putt putt with my coworkers today. It's kind of like we're on a big team, and then we had like a sub team of those. But anyway, we did that, and we played putt putt, and it was for breast cancer, and it was for an organization. We raised almost $2,000 tonight. I paid it was like $20 or $30. I gave to that. But I mean that piece was also my admission to play golf and for the food, so it was worth it. Probably around we played 36 holes, which is the whole course, and that's probably at least $10. Anywhere else you go, and then food. So it was a little bit more, but they gave away a ton of gifts. I didn't win anything. They had door prizes, and I think one guy won like almost $100. A lot of the little gifts were like $10 and stuff like that. But yeah, we raised almost $2,000. There were 13 teams there, and we got third on it. And it was you played each hole, and whoever got the best score for that hole was the amount that you put down for that person, like for our team. And we did really well. Like the course wasn't like overly complicated. It was a really simple putt putt course, and I ended up getting like 5 hole-in-ones out of 36 holes, which is not bad. I normally got 2. I got like one. I got like 2 or 3 threes, and then I got 1. It was like an 8. Like I just gave up. Like it was bad, and it was funny because like my boss's boss was running it, and she was like every time she would come by, whoever was turn it was, would just do so bad. But yeah, so that was really good. I wouldn't mind doing that again. Hanging out with everyone, and then it was like a community or a group effort to play putt putt, and it was really fun. We raised a ton of money, and there wasn't 100 people, maybe 50 people, and it was like 13 teams, so it was like 4 per team. That's 10. Yeah, it was about a little over 50 people. The guys that got first were pro golfers. Like, they play golf all the time. They got like their final score was like I want to say they got a 24 and then like a 28 or something. So they ended up like with a score of like less than 50, and I think everyone else had like 56 or higher, because second was 56. We got 58, I believe, and everyone else was like 60s, 70s, and 80s. But we did really well. We had, one person that plays it quite a bit and all that. But yeah, that was just super fun. On other news, everything's going well. I was almost bought a car, but I have to wait till like March, so maybe that'll be a video eventually. Shane for Games is doing well. I lost 3 subscribers, but I don't know if they like just left because of that, or if it was like YouTube's like cleaning session, because every now and then, if it's like dead accounts, they'll go in there and clean them out. So I think that's something happened. We have broke 255 on that channel. We have 20 on this channel, which is good. We're making progress. Developers have contacted me in like the past few weeks, and it shows so much support towards that channel that not the developers also watching it, and it's just really cool to see or whatever. And like one guy, it's a live streaming service for VR content, and I played it and it was just lagging like horrible, and he contacted me and he was just like, oh hey, there's an update, could you try it out or whatever. And I was like, sure. And I was like, I apologize because the video was negative toward the app. It didn't really show off what it could really do, but it was my experience when I played it, so it was like a review kind of. And so he sent me an email, and he was explaining that there was a new update and that there was a tournament this weekend on Saturday, which I am going to, so that I can try it out again and then hopefully provide a better review for that video. And I might even take down the old video, trying to showcase what the game, or what the actually program, the app, is really about, which is, and I think it's the first live streamed VR video game tournament ever, is this Saturday at like 11 Eastern Standard Time. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be CS:GO, I believe, is the tournament. I would love to see that in a League of Legends scenario, because I like League of Legends way better. I've never really played CS:GO that much. I think it's because Modern Call of Duty. I'd rather play Call of Duty than play CS:GO. But anyway, guys, I am rambling. I just had to tell you about my dog bite, because it feels weird when I type or whatever. And then about we raised a bunch of money for breast cancer for a charity. So that was really cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Breaking Focus, and as always, capture the moment.